Hello! Today we are comparing the efficiency and efficacy of self-help online courses. Comparing the efficiency and efficacy of self-help online courses, doing nothing or seeing a psychiatrist in person. With mental health challenges on the rise and barriers to traditional care still prevalent, understanding the real-world impact of each approach can help individuals make informed choices about their well-being. The three approaches, an overview. Let's start by defining the three options. Self-help online courses. These courses are structured, web-based programs and designed to help users manage symptoms of anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. They can be accessed instantly, usually at any time, from any location with an internet connection. Doing nothing. This means not seeking any active intervention, no therapy, no medication, and no structured self-help. Seeing a psychiatrist like myself in person. This is the traditional model, involving scheduled face-to-face sessions with a licensed mental health professional, often combined with medication management and/or psychotherapy. Efficiency, speed, accessibility, and convenience. Self-help online courses stand out for their immediate availability. There's no waiting for an appointment, no travel, and no need to rearrange your schedule. For many, this means they can start addressing their symptoms the moment they recognize a problem, which can be especially beneficial during periods of acute distress or when motivation is high. Online courses are also highly accessible. People in rural or remote areas, those with mobility issues or those facing stigma about seeking help, can access support privately and conveniently. The lack of logistical barriers means more people can get started quickly, potentially reducing the time symptoms go untreated. In-person psychiatry typically involves wait lists, limited office hours, and the need to travel. While this model allows for a high degree of personalized care, the time from first recognizing a problem to actually receiving help can be significant, sometimes weeks or even months. For severe or complex cases, this delay can be critical. Doing nothing is, of course, the most efficient in terms of time and resources spent, but only in the very short term. Without intervention, symptoms often persist or worsen, leading to great impairment and potentially more complex problems down the line. Efficacy. What does the evidence say? Self-help online courses. Research consistently shows that self-help online courses, especially those based on cognitive behavioral therapy, are effective in reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety. Studies comparing online and in-person therapy for depression found both approaches resulted in significant improvement in symptoms and quality of life. In some cases, online courses even had higher completion rates, likely due to their flexibility and convenience. For example, therapist-guided online CBT has been shown to yield comparable results to in-person therapy for major depressive disorder. Participants using online programs often complete more sessions and report similar improvements in mood and functioning. Even when delivered as self-help without therapy support, these courses can lead to meaningful reduction in symptoms, particularly for mild to moderate cases. In-person psychiatry. In-person psychiatry remains the gold standard for many, especially those with severe, complex or high-risk mental health conditions. I have treated many such cases over my 30 years as a psychiatrist. The ability to observe nonverbal cues, conduct comprehensive assessments, and provide immediate crisis intervention makes face-to-face care invaluable in certain situations. For most common mental health concerns like depression and anxiety, however, studies show that in-person and online interventions are equally effective for mood for most people. Patient satisfaction, symptom reduction, and quality of life improvements are similar across both formats. In-person care is particularly important when safety is a concern, when physical exams or lab tests are needed, or when a multidisciplinary approach is required. Doing nothing. The do-nothing approach has the poorest outcomes. While some people may experience a spontaneous improvement, most find that symptoms persist or worsen over time. Untreated depression and anxiety are associated with higher rates of disability, lost productivity, substance abuse, and even suicide. In studies where self-help intervention was compared to care as usual, which often means no active treatment, both groups sometimes improved, but the intervention group typically had better outcomes for anxiety and burnout, if not always for depression. Speed of results. One of the main advantages of self-help online courses is the speed at which users can begin and progress. Because there is no need to wait for an appointment, users can start working on their mental health immediately. Many programs are designed to deliver results in as little as 6 to 12 weeks, with some users reporting improvement even sooner. In contrast, in-person psychiatry may involve delays before starting, and the pace of progress is often limited by the frequency of appointments, usually weekly or bi-weekly. For those who are motivated and able to engage with online contents, this means online courses can yield faster results simply because the process starts sooner and can be tailored to the user's pace. Doing nothing, by definition, yields no active progress. While some individuals may experience natural remission, this is unpredictable and cannot be relied upon for those experiencing significant distress. Compliance and engagement. Online self-help courses often see higher rates of session completion compared to in-person therapy, likely due to their flexibility. People can access content whenever they feel most motivated, repeat modules as needed, and fit sessions into their schedules. This increased compliance can translate into better outcomes, especially for those who might otherwise drop out of traditional therapy due to logistical barriers. However, online courses without any therapy support may see higher dropout rates than those with some level of guidance. The most effective online programs typically include at least minimal support from a coach or therapist, even if only via email or messaging. In-person psychiatry, while effective, is sometimes limited by missed appointments, transportation issues, or other barriers that can disrupt continuity of care. Limitations and when each approach works best. Self-help online courses are best suited for individuals with mild to moderate symptoms, good self-motivation, and a safe, stable environment. They are less appropriate for those with severe mental illness, active suicidal thoughts, or complex needs requiring close monitoring. In-person psychiatry is essential for people with high-risk symptoms, severe or treatment-resistant mental illness, or those in crisis. It is also better for those who need comprehensive, multidisciplinary support or who benefit from their therapeutic relationship and non-verbal communication of face-to-face care. Doing nothing is never recommended for those experiencing significant distress, as it risks worsening symptoms and increased suffering. Cost and scalability. Self-help online courses are generally more affordable than in-person therapy, and their scalability means they can reach many more people at once. This is particularly important in areas with shortages of mental health professionals or where stigma prevents people from seeking traditional care. In-person psychiatry is resource-intensive, requiring trained professionals, office space and time. While highly effective for those who need it, it cannot match the scalability or accessibility of online self-help. Satisfaction and patient preference. Patient satisfaction is high for both online and in-person interventions, with many people appreciating the privacy, convenience, and flexibility of online options. For some, the ability to access help discreetly is a major advantage. However, others prefer the personal connection of in-person care, especially when dealing with complex emotions or seeking a deeper therapeutic relationship. Conclusions. In summary, self-help online courses offer a highly efficient and effective option for many people seeking mental health support. They are instantly accessible, can yield rapid results, and are as effective as in-person care for mild to moderate conditions. In-person psychiatry remains essential for those with severe or complex needs, offering comprehensive, personalized care that online formats cannot fully replicate. Doing nothing, on the other hand, carries significant risks and is not a viable solution for those experiencing ongoing distress. The best approach depends on the individual's needs, severity of symptoms, and personal preferences. For many, starting with a self-help online course can provide immediate support and relief, while those with more severe or persistent symptoms should seek in-person care. The key is to take action, because doing nothing is rarely the best choice for mental health. Thank you very much for listening.